Hi, welcome back to the Carton Show. You know, earlier today we were talking about great second-round picks. Well, that guy right there is one of them, all the way back in 2011, making him an official old head in the NFL. But my man Randall Cobb joins us now live from Tennessee. Randall, of course, is now a member of my beloved New York Jet roster. Randall, good morning. It's Craig. Of course, we got James Jones here as well. How you doing, pal?
Man, I'm great. Yeah. You know, JJ was my OG, and now I'm the OG on the team.
Yeah, I tell you, it also pays to have good friends because when Aaron Rodgers came to New York and we as Jet fans learned that, whether it's entirely true or not, that he had a wish list of guys, it started with the name Randall Cobb, and then all of a sudden Randall Cobb is a New York Jet. Just walk me through what that was like for you when you got the call that A, Aaron went to New York, and that B, the Jets were going to be calling you pretty soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it was like a movie for me. I'm watching TV, got my popcorn in my lap, waiting to see how it all played out. You know, seeing Aaron go, you know, I had a feeling that it would be a good potential that he would have the opportunity to go to New York. But for myself, I didn't know how it was going to play out. You know, I'm going into year 13 right now. I didn't know if I was actually going to play or not. I was actually considering retiring. And Aaron called me and was like, hey, like, it may be an opportunity here for you. We'll see how it all plays out. And, you know, go play in the city. How much can you ask for?
Well, I just wonder, you know, I'm on the radio in New York as well, and we keep dibs on all the things that AR8 now is doing. And I got to be honest, I did not see you at the Knick game, the Ranger game, the Tonys, the Ed Sheeran concert, Taylor Swift. I know you guys are boys, but how come you don't get an invite to any of these things?
Oh, no, I'm sure you had an invite.
I was at Ed Sheeran. I was actually there. Me and him went to Ed Sheeran together.
Okay.
Took the lady there. You know, yeah, we had a good night. But I wasn't in the city for the other things. So
Gotcha.
You know, I let him have his moments. You know, I'm back at home with the family, with the boys. So spending time with the kids before the season starts.
Let me ask you this: listen, I've never lived in Green Bay, so I read stories as you see your guy trying to dance, and I'll tell you this: he said white people dancing back 50 years at that Taylor Swift concert. I'll tell you that. Everybody's making a big deal, me included. Guys that don't know Aaron personally, that Aaron Rodgers appears to be happy. That it looks like he has shed 10 years of pressure off his shoulders, and he looks like a different guy than maybe the last couple years in Green Bay. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. You can see it on his face. You can see how happy it is every day during OTA, seeing him come in the building. You know, having things to do. You know, going to the Knicks games, like you said, going to concerts, to shows, like going to dinners, getting out into the city. You know, me and him actually talked about living in the city a long time ago, and seeing him actually have the opportunity now to live out a dream that he's had, and still be able to play the game that he loved while he does it. You can see it all over his face. He's definitely in a great place right now.
My dog, my brother, appreciate you coming on. Number one, right, Randall wasn't done, right? So after the season was over, we on a group text, and he's like, you know, I think I'm done, and I put this whole heartfelt message on there. Bro, I'm proud of you, all this crazy stuff. And he said, I ain't retired yet. Well, I said, well, you should have told me that. You know what I mean? I done got all my stuff out, man, about to tear up like you done and all that, and you wasn't done, man. You know, but he was like, you know, I'm 50-50. And when he told me it was 50-50, I said, well, you're not done then. You know what I mean? I said, you shouldn't even be thinking about it if you're 50-50. When I retired, I knew. I was 97% done. I was up out of there. So when he said 50-50, I said, you're not done yet. But I know you and 12 are extremely close. When he came to the Jets, I know it had to be a conversation where, because I know how passionate 12 is about his friends. So I know it was like, I'm going to get you to come to the Jets. What was that conversation like when he first signed with the Jets?
Oh yeah, I mean he hit me up and told me that he needed me. That was all I needed to hear. That was all that I needed to hear to let me know that I know that I still have value as a player. I know as I have value as a guy in the locker room, and the things that you and Greg and Donald did for me as a rookie. Now I'm able to give back to some of these younger players. And when you talk about the roster that we have and the opportunity that we got before us is special. And you look at a guy like Garrett Wilson, who is scary good. Like, I don't think people really understand how good he is because there was a lot of 1 o'clock games last year. But he's going to be on prime time, and people are going to really find out just what type of player G-Dub is.
You know, you played with some great ones, man. Me being the best one, but Jordy Nelson, Devontae Adams, the D-Drive, the Greg Jennings, man. And, I mean, talking about Garrett Wilson, where does he rank up there? And you ain't got to, say he number one that I played with, but, can he mess around and end up, being better than all the dudes you played with?
Man, I played with some good ones. Like you said, not only in Green Bay, but I went to Dallas and was with Amari Cooper. I went to Houston, was with Brandon Cooks. So I've been around some great guys. And when you talk about Garrett Wilson, when I say scary good, him off the line of scrimmage looks a lot like Devontae. He's really cat-like. The way that he moves is real cat-like. He has great body control, high points the ball really well, creates separation in areas so fast off the line of scrimmage, whether it be a quick route or downfield. And then he's going against one of the best in the league right now in softs, right? So they're battling and sharpening each other up every single day. So to watch him continue to find those small details, and you know how Aaron is, he's very particular, right? So to see him put that all together, it's going to be really magical come fall.
You've been a part of some great football teams, in Green Bay with myself, when I left. First round buys, really good teams that had an opportunity to win championships. And usually when you get on teams like that, you see it early. You see it in OTAs, you see it in IPWs, minicamp, whatever it may be, that, hey, this team can win a championship. Is that kind of the same feel you're getting with this Jets team? And don't pump yourself up too much, because I don't even like Craig getting happy about the Jets, being good. But does this team and some of the teams you've been on scream like we got an opportunity to win the whole thing?
Yeah, definitely. I think whenever I walk onto the field and I see just how the defense practices, right? This is the first time being around a defensive-minded head coach in Saleh, and seeing the way that they get to the ball in practice, and we don't have pads on yet. I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it all comes together during training camp. But that's the thing; it all has to be put together. We've gone through the stuff on the air. We've gone through with no pads, but you know how it is. You see players in IPWs and OTAs that come to fall training camp and they put the pads on and it's not the same. And then you go into the preseason and we see if they can play under the lights. So it's a process to it, and we definitely have the pieces. But again, it's 32 teams right now talking about going to the Super Bowl and playing in the Super Bowl and winning a championship. It's a process, and I'm enjoying it right now. And I think we have a great opportunity, but it's what we do with the opportunity.
So when you first go to New York, who's the first guy with the Jets that reminds you that the Jets beat y'all last year with Zach Wilson at quarterback? Is that one of those things so everybody gets humbled? You leave the star on the wall kind of thing?
No, yeah, they definitely let me know. They let me know G-Dub was probably the first one. Garrett probably came up to me and was like, hey, man, Saleh had a whole speech because we played in London the week before that we played them last year. And normally teams take a bye after London, but you get to pick the team that you're playing after the London game. And he was like, they chose us. They chose us. So that let me know. that they had us. They had us.
Now, here's what's funny about it. I assume you know this by now, but if you don't, when the Jets beat the Packers last year, Sauce Gardner found himself with a cheesehead hat on, and it became a big thing that went viral. Yeah. And then as soon as word got out this offseason that there was even a chance that the Jets might find themselves with Aaron Rodgers as their quarterback. He and Breece Hall, and there's another Jet, I forget who it was, had a little seance around a fire, and they burnt that hat.
They burned the cheese.
Yeah, they did.
Melted it. I saw it.
If you don't, I don't know if you're not aware of this, but we learned late yesterday that the New England Patriots made a run at Aaron before he officially got traded to the New York Jets. I'm not surprised they did it. It'd be smart for them, obviously, to go and get a talent like that. We hate the Patriots here, and I'm wondering, did anybody have to walk you through as a Jet that you now hate everything about New England and Bill Belichick? Is that part of the playbook when you first walk in, or no?
No, they didn't break that down to me, but I'm glad you let me know that. So moving forward, I can operate that way. I know what's up.
I got you. I got you covered. You have any questions
looking out for me
about who to dislike as a Jet? I got you. I got you totally covered.
What about the Dolphins? I heard the Dolphins hate the Jets too. So does it go to both ways too?
We hate them too. We hate them too.
Okay.
We hate them too. And by the way, we hate the Bills also.
Yes.
We hate the Bills. We hate the Dolphins.
Okay.
But we really hate New England.
Whole division.
Yeah, the whole division. They're all dead to us. That's right. Before we let you go, and we appreciate you being here, you brought up, JJ brought up, Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
Obviously, Elijah Moore, gets traded to the Cleveland Browns. When you walk into that, your wide receiver room for the first time, knowing that Lazard's here now, your former teammate, give us an idea of what you see in that room that makes you excited that with Aaron Rodgers as quarterback and obviously having Nathaniel Hackett now as the offensive coordinator, how you kind of view that wide receiver room.
Like I said, we got some talent. You look at Mikel, you look at Garrett, Allen, myself, Corey. We all got different things that we bring to the game, different skill sets. Garrett, like I praise him every single day because I just watch the way he works. I watch the way he goes through meetings. Allen, he's obviously been in the system. He's played with Aaron. He knows what it's all about. And me and him have basically kind of been that voice for Aaron, in the meeting room with the receivers, just breaking it down to him and get him to understand what's expected and how we go about business and playing in Hackett's offense. He makes it fun every day in meetings, but he's going to find ways to get us all involved and put us in position to have success.
Now, I want to take a look at a ranking real quick with you here, Randall, because the guys put together for me the connection between Aaron and the wide receivers that he was blessed to play with. And I got the top 5 here as far as receptions. You guys want to put it up there right now, if you don't mind. So Devontae's number 1. Look, he's one of the great wide receivers to play in this game. You are barely hanging on to number 2. Where's James Jones at? Where's James Jones?
What's the bottom of that list?
Where's James Jones?
Yeah, you see him? Come on now.
Hey, we should put touchdowns up there, though.
You have to understand how deep we were. You have to understand how deep we were as a group.
Come on,
You're talking about me, Jordy, Greg, and JJ all on the field. Like, we couldn't all be on the field at the same time.
Hold on.
So we had to rotate.
I got to ask you a question.
Including Jermichael
Hold
Finley,
on,
including
JJ.
Donald Driver. Go ahead.
I was told.
And Donald. And D Drive.
I was told that when your man right here, James Jones, wore that stupid hoodie, he'd try to get all of y'all to wear the hoodie in solidarity. Is that true or false?
Hoodie J, man, I'm just surprised he didn't get fined for it. He made it a whole thing. I still have people asking me about Hoodie J.
Hey, Randall was one of the ones.
Hoodie J was different, man. Led the league in touchdowns.
Hey, Randall was one of the ones telling me I was going to look stank in that hoodie, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm out there in this. I'm out there in this thing. I ain't gonna be cold.
That was the year you led the league in touchdowns, or was that not the same year?
No, that's the year I came back to Green Bay.
Gotcha.
I came back.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, listen, it's a pleasure having you on. Obviously, as a Jet fan, we want you to be a rock star and have nothing but great success here. Before we let you go, Robert Saleh is the head coach. Obviously, you have not seen him in action other than playing against him last year. But from a player standpoint, most of the guys that I talk to love the guy. and he's a quote-unquote player coach, but he's disciplined, and he expects you guys to be disciplined.
Yeah.
In your experience, having played for now, he has 4 franchises and different head coaches, just give me an idea as a veteran wide receiver, not knowing what he's going to be like on game day, what you see in Robert Saleh that you like so much.
So far, man, just the most important thing for me is that he treats me like a man. You know, he talks to me like I'm a grown man, and we can have conversations and talk it out and hash out any situation that we may have. And he does that with everybody. I think that the big thing is he's a player coach, but he wants a player-led team, and player-led teams are what win championships. So giving guys the opportunity to come into their own as leaders and you know, I just got there, so I'm observing everything. I'm just trying to take it all in. But I think the big thing when you talk about him is he expects a lot, but at the same time, he's going to push you and motivate you in a way that a head coach can, and it gives you opportunities to be the best that you can.
Hey, RC, can you just let this ballhead dude Craig know on live TV that everything's going to be all right because you guys canceled y'all mini camp. You guys play in the Hall of Fame game. So coach knows that you guys got to be one of the first teams to report to training camp. So he give y'all a little extra rest. Can you let him know it's going to be all good?
I don't like it.
You know it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna work out. You wanted to see some of the names. You wanted to see some of the names that haven't been there. You wanted to see them show up for mandatory minicamp. That's what it was.
All I know is this:
yeah.
you guys got 6 weeks off. You could have had 3 more practices. That's all I know.
Oh, we only got 5, man. 40 days.
That's what I'm saying. That's it.
Well,
they
listen. Welcome to the to the New York, New Jersey area. Look forward to meeting you in person, and truly wish you the very best of luck here with the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Appreciate you coming on, and if we could ever return the favor, you got our number. Look forward to chatting with you throughout the season. Thanks so much. Hey there, thank you so much for watching The Carton Show. You can subscribe right here to get all the latest bits and segments from the show. And by the way, while you're at it, we have a lot of great shows on FS1, so check them out too.